Lexical unit in a PLSQL block. Lexical unit are the building block of the any PLSQL block, are the sequence of character including letter, number, tab, spaces, and it return symbol. Okay, so anything that you are mentioned in the PLSQL, that is called as the lexical unit. It can be classified by identifier. Identifier means the variable name. Delimiter. Delimiter means semicolon, comma, plus. Then literal. Literal means it is any value. Then you can give a comment, single line comment and multiple line comments. A plus for addition number, minus for subtraction, negation operator, then multiplication operator, then slash division operator, equals equality operator, are there a remote access indicator. Then it is called as a statement terminator. So every, like in your programming language, we're using the statement terminator as semicolon. So here the statement terminator is your semicolon. Then here it is inequality operator, concatenation operator, when joining the two statement, single line comment, then beginning of the comment delimiter, ending of the comment delimiter. Then next is assignment operator.
Sir, ସେଇଟା କ'ଣ ଥିଲା delimiter ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି।
Delimiter तो
ହଁ sir।
delimiter means it is a ending of a statement like comma, semicolon. Okay, that is called a delimiter. Plus, minus, multiplication. Okay, so these are called the delimiter.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes sir।
As already we know, if you want to initialize any PLSQL variable, we're using variable name colon equals to then value. Okay, so it is called as the word for initializing a variable. Then for commenting a code, for giving a comment, we're using slash star, then star slash. It is used for giving a comment. Then SQL function in PLSQL. So what are the SQL function we are using? Available procedural statement we are using single row function. Then not available in the procedural statement we are using decode group function. Okay, so it is called as a PLSQL statement. Single row function and decode and group function that we are using. Some of SQL function we're using, one is number, character, conversion, date, and miscellaneous function. These are the SQL function we're using. One is data type conversion. In PLSQL, we're using data type conversion. It is convert a data to a comparable type. Okay, it is used to convert the data from a one type to the another type. There is two type of conversion is happen. One is implicit conversion, another is explicit conversion. Okay. So function we're using to underscore char, to underscore date, two underscore number, two underscore timestamp. Okay, so these are the different function we're using, conversion function. So this conversion function is used to convert one data type to the another data type. Okay, so here another example is present. See that here we are using some conversion function. One example. So declare v underscore join date, passing February to 2008. It shows an error. Non-numeric character was found where numeric was expected. Now we convert this string into a year and month format. Month, DT and YY. 0 to February 8. So as because your compiler is not understanding, okay, what the value you are passing. They're passing as a date data type, but is not converted it into date data type. So we need to convert this string into a date data type, to underscore date, and in which format you want to display, in month, date, and year format. And another explicit conversion we have to write. Declare v underscore salary number 6 equals to 6,000. V underscore salary underscore height. So previously we were giving what? Here we are giving a numeric value, and in lower part, next line we are passing a string value. V underscore total underscore salary. In V underscore salary percentage type. Then begin V underscore total underscore salary V underscore salary plus V underscore salary plus salary plus hike. So when you execute the statement, it shows an error. Okay, declare V underscore salary number 6,000. V underscore salary hike is 1,000. V underscore total salary, V salary is type. Then begin total salary equals to V underscore salary plus V underscore salary hike. Then end. So when you execute this statement, it shows an error because here the numeric and integer cannot be added. Some other example I am showing you. Declare A integer is 10, B integer is 20, then C integer F is real. Then C equals to A plus B. It is adding the two number. Then it is printing the value of C. Then F equals to 70.0 divided by 3.0. That is divide the number and showing the value of float. The statement process value of C is 30, then value of F is 23.33. This value is printing. Next program. Next is for type attribute. For the type attribute, already we discussed in earlier classes. We are creating a table, create table customer, ID, name, age, address, and salary. We are creating a table customer. Then we begin. Then we are inserting a record. The sixth record is inserted here. It is contain the sixth record. Now C underscore ID customer dot ID equals to 1. C underscore name customer's name. C underscore address customer address. C underscore salary, it is only customer salary. As we don't know which type of value that we are retrieved from the customer, so here we are using type attribute. Then now we retrieve the name, address, and salary from which table? From customer table. For customer table, we are retrieve all the name, address, and salary, and store in the variable, that is C name, C address, and C salary. As we don't know what type of data type is defined in the customer table column, so that we are defining here type attribute. where ID equal to CID, that is showing you the C name, C address and salary. It is showing you customer name is Ramesh, customer address is Ahmedabad, year 2000. Okay, as because we are passing customer ID is 1. So if you check the customer ID, we are passing Ramesh and Ahmedabad. এবারে বুঝিলা এটা?
Yes, sir.
ঠিক আছে, নেক্সট ক্লাসে ହେଲା।
हाँ, yes, sir. सर खाली करी मतलब कैंसिल करी बाकी खाली मोर 3टा एग्जाम अछि कॉलेज रे।
ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, পরদিন করিবা।
थैंक यू सर।